Well, hey guys, and welcome to today's episode. While you're currently watching this, we are actually out in the field gathering new content to bring you some great new videos in the upcoming weeks and months. But we didn't want to leave you hanging this week, so I'm going to do a quick video on something that is near and dear to my heart. People are surprised when they come to Bozeman or if they're just visiting by the vibrant live music scene here. For such a small town of about 60,000 people, there is actually quite a bit of live music going on all throughout the valley. So whether you like rock music, country music, jazz, classical, or one of the biggest categories that we have here is the independent singer-songwriter. So if you're into supporting and going and seeing live original music, Bozeman has a great scene for that. So in this video, I'm going to give you a quick list of all the different venues that you can go and catch some live music. Now, I can speak well to this because not only have I visited these places as a patron, but also I have visited as a performer. That's right, I work hard during the day as your favorite real estate agent, and I play hard at night on the drums. Now, I play all styles of music, so I've actually played in just about every single one of these venues here that I'm about to show you. And I can tell you firsthand that Bozeman has a scene unlike any other place in the country. Hey, and also make sure that you stick around to the end because I get a lot of questions as a realtor and, more importantly, as a musician who's plugged into the music scene here. I get a lot of questions from couples that are looking for live wedding bands for their upcoming nuptials. Bozeman has become a wedding destination location, and there are a lot of different venues that you can rent out for your wedding. So stick around to the end and I'll give you more information about that. But first, we're going to jump into some of the larger live music venues in Bozeman. And let's start with the first one, which is the Elm. So the Elm, that's located on 7th Avenue in Bozeman's Midtown, it has a capacity of 1,100 people. It's got this really cool contemporary architecture, and it is a great place to see live music. Next venue is the Rialto. Now, this is a very cool place. It looks similar to the Elm, but it's actually a much smaller, intimate venue of a capacity of 400 people. They have a bar on each floor, and it also doubles as a private event space to suit your needs. So now let's get into these more genre-specific, smaller venues. And we'll start with country and western music. Four of the coolest places that you should check out, I think, in the Bozeman area is Stacy's Old Faithful Bar, which has been a staple here in the community. It's actually located in Gallatin Gateway, which is just outside Bozeman. And then right next door to that, there's a brand new venue that was just built called the Westerner that has country music and dancing every weekend. And then there's also the Jump, which has a great bar as well as a great dance floor. And if you're into taking a quick drive south of Livingston, about 45 minutes, you can go check out the Old Saloon located in Paradise Valley. So when it comes to different venues and bars that play rock music and funk and things like that, there's a lot of different places that do it. But three of the most consistent are the Hofbrau, which is a local favorite that has been here for decades, as well as the Eagles Club, which was actually formed over 100 years ago, and also the Filling Station, which brings in a lot of traveling acts more on the B or C circuit, and they'll stop through on their way between coasts or some of these larger cities. Now, when it comes to jazz, just like most places in America, there is no 7-night-a-week jazz club or even 5-night-a-week, but there are quite a few places that have jazz on a weekly basis or monthly basis. One of which is one of the local pizzerias, Red Tractor Pizza, has a jazz night every Friday and has been doing that for years. As well as a band that I lead, it's the Bridger Mountain Big Band. We get together on Sundays. It's kind of like bowling night, and instead of bowling, we read big band charts. And there's also a lot of private events where people will hold concerts in their homes. That also goes for the classical music. A lot of events are in people's private homes as well as at the university, Montana State. And as I was saying earlier, there are some venues and bars that have music 5 to 7 nights a week, but it's a different genre of music each night. So for example, there is a bar called The Tune-Up, which is in the basement of the Armory Hotel. On any given night, you can see anything from independent artists to jazz to country to bluegrass, you name it. Then there's also the Legion, which has music usually on Fridays and Saturdays, and that can range also from anywhere from rock and roll to country, and it really just kind of depends, but usually it's some sort of dance music. And then also there is the Eagles Club, where you saw my band playing on Sunday nights, but they also have music during the week, solo artists in the bar, and then they also have live music in the evenings. They have a ballroom on the second level and a stage on the first level with the bar. Now, during the year, Bozeman holds a few different festivals and live events for the town. So, for example, every August, there is the Sweet Pea Festival, which is an arts festival that celebrates music, dance, visual art, and so on. And then there's also a weekly block party called Music on Main that happens every Thursday during the summer. There's also several other pop-up events that happen throughout the better weather that affords a good opportunity to see live music. And as promised, here are a few wedding band ideas if you're thinking about having a wedding in the Bozeman area or even anywhere in Montana. These bands will usually travel for the right price. So for your typical standard wedding band, one of the best in the area is the Tiny Band. This is made up of a bunch of great friends of mine. They've been doing this, I think, for about 15 years. They are your high energy dance band. I highly recommend them. Also, a newer band that's only a few years old here in town is the band called Savvy. They're awesome. They put on a great show and provide a lot of entertainment for all of your guests. Now, you can imagine country music is a big request out here. So a few of my favorite bands for weddings, I would highly recommend www.twang. These guys are old school musicians and have been doing it for years, and it's your best of country western music. Also, I would highly recommend Peter King and the Neon Rainbow. He does a great job of performing a lot of the 90s country hits that people enjoy, as well as a lot of the newer country as well. All right, guys, and there you have it, a brief lowdown of the live music scene in Bozeman, Montana. And if you're interested in contacting any of these bands, especially the wedding bands, just reach out to me. My information is in the comments below and in the description, and I'll be happy to get you the inside hookup. Also, if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and hit that notification bell, and we'll be sure to update you when the next video comes out. So until next time,